And that's why the idea that they discovered is you take the patient, if their head's to the right, you put them back to the center, maybe over to the left, and that's why these tables have drop pieces in them, right? That drops and gives a shock to the body. So if the patient has, let's say they come in and they're standing there in front of me and their pelvis is over to the right. So their pelvis is to the right. So I'll put them on this table. I'll put my hand here, bring the bottom over, and you do the mirror image. Now their pelvis was to the right, now it's to the left. And then we cock this table, give the thrust, and the body comes back to center. You do a little bit more, it's called the mirror image. You don't bring it right to center. You could bring it to center and do the thrust, but they found that if you go to the negative a little bit, that brings you back and the body springs back. And that's the way a chiropractor realigns the spine versus just cracking the vertebrae. Really, the crack, they found the little crack that occurs is sending a signal to the cerebellum saying, hold that joint there. And that's why we want it to crack, because that's giving a little signal, thrust, to retrain the cerebellum. And that's where it's all happening. I don't know when they're going to figure it out to be able to monitor that with some probes, but they're going to figure it out, and that's going to be the adjustment, the corrective adjustment. People will come in to us all crooked, and then we'll learn to take the mirror image of that, just deliver a pulse into the nerve system, to the cerebellum, and then the patient will come back, and that's pretty much the way it happens now. I can have a patient who comes in, let's say, with a right head misalignment, and I'll put them against the wall, and I'll bring them into mirror image, and then use a little thrusting tool, an activator, and work the joints, send the pulse to the cerebellum, and when you let go, I'll be doggone if it's immediate, their head is centered. Now, the cerebellum needs to be trained over and over again, and pretty soon you have the retraining. And that's the question people ask. How many times do I have to come back? And we'll go over that the next time.